There's still a big 4-bedroom house upstairs, but
Yeah,
no, it is
the ground floor.
the whole
pretty
ground
much
floor
the entire ground floor
is the garage. Yeah.
is the garage. All car guys will think that that's the most awesome thing that they've ever heard.
Yeah.
And in front of me, the best BMW I've ever driven.
The dad's car, you know, my dad's car, and that was a car I grew up in the back of, or in the front of sometimes, you know, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
What do you do for a living in order for this to be possible?
Yeah.
Hello everybody, today we are at a collection of cars which is museum grade, but this isn't a museum collection, this is a personal collection. Nick Sahota's personal collection, and today in this video he's going to be taking us on a tour. Come on, this is a very special video, let's get into it. My name's Ben, welcome to Dadcars. Wow, Nick, thank you so much for inviting me down to come and film your collection. Now, I think to actually capture your entire collection, I would need a full production crew and like 2 days of filming here. Like you could make a TV show about your collection, couldn't you?
I think it would take a little while, yeah.
We can only really scratch the surface today, I think, in this video. Yeah. So obviously, look, being the Dadcars channel, let's focus on the Dadcars and the family cars in your collection. And what better place to start than with your M3s?
Yep.
Let's start with this one, okay?
Yep.
So E30.
Yep, E30 M3, yep.
A heavily modified E30. Now, today in 2025, this is madness, right?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would do it now with the prices of them now, but this was done 12, 13 years ago when the prices of them were probably a tenth of what they are now.
I think because they're mega money now, right?
Yeah, like a nice one's 100 grand these days, whereas back then, not a nice one, but a shit one would have been 10 grand, you know? And that's what this was. This was a 10 grand shit one originally.
I can see, so is this on air?
It's on air suspension. There's a Bugatti centre lock wheels, original centre locks. It's on, it's got S54 engine, which is the same engine as E36 M3.
Okay, yeah, because these have got a 4-cylinder normally, right?
Yeah, S14 2.3. This
2.3. Oh, okay. Yeah.
2.5 in the Evo, but this was a 2.3.
But it's got E46 6-cylinder in it now.
Yeah, 3.2. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. And
it was like a full build. We did this 2012-ish. Was finished 2013. But I was much younger then, and it was just something that I really wanted to do. And it's kind of been the car that I've kind of been known for. More people know this car than they know me. You know, like it's very well known, this car. It's one of those weird things that's happened.
Yeah, amazing. And so you're a dad yourself as well. You're actually on daddy duties at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I've just noticed, is that full Alcantara interior?
Yeah, it is a full Alcantara interior, yeah.
So it's fair to say that this is not like your dad car that you use with the boys, right?
I don't use it regularly, but they have been in it.
Really?
Yeah, car seats in it, and they have been in it, yeah. It's got the seats, it's got the space, and you know, sometimes you feel like taking the kids out in something different, and this is one of those.
That is crazy, because Alcantara is something that's quite hard to get like squished banana out of, isn't it?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't let them eat in it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, whereas, funnily enough, leather interiors, really nice and easy to clean. But as I say, I could make a whole video about this one car, but we've got to keep going and get as many done as we can. So here is a
completely stock version of an E30 M3.
Yeah.
Original 4-cylinder S14 engine. It's in really good condition, obviously, but it's in original condition. There's a few little bits like the steering wheel and the exhaust and stuff, but other than that, it's in stock condition.
They are like the finest of wines, right? These E30s, they are.
Yeah, they get better with age, definitely.
They just look so amazing.
Yeah.
And then let's move on to the next one then. So E36.
Yeah, E36 3.2 Evo, 4-door Evo makes it, you know, more of a dad car. Chuck the kids in there. They have been in this as well. They've been in pretty much everything here, just because I enjoy driving them, and if we're going out on the weekend or whatever and the kids coming with us, which generally they are on the weekend, I want to use something, I'll take them with me, and whatever it is, you know, they've been in all sorts of cars.
Yeah, and it's got a lovely contrast interior as well.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a wild contrast, to be fair. Dakar yellow on the outside and red on the inside, and divides opinions, Marmite, shall we say.
I am a massive fan, right, of any wild colour combination. I personally would pick that over like a silver and a black, you know, like in so many of the cars that I lust over.
I'm the same. That's why, you know, like everything here is a little bit different, and stuff that's not the standard or what you'd expect to see. Dakar yellow 4-door Evo is a really rare car anyway. With a red interior, it's unheard of.
And speaking of crazy specs as well, this E46 is absolutely stunning.
Laguna Seca blue paint and Laguna Seca blue leather, which was actually like an individual option back in the day. There used to be one outside my school. It's actually still there. The guy's owned it since new, and he still uses it in this exact same colour combination, and that's what really inspired me to want one since I was a kid, really.
I mean, I'd say these are because you're like a couple of years younger than me. I'm 37.
34,
34. This is the M3, I would say, from like our generation,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, it was when I was at secondary school. This was the current M3.
Yes. Yeah, and just absolutely stunning design, isn't it? Completely timeless. But the engine...
Yeah, this one's quite heavily modified. It's supercharged. It's got big brakes on it. It's on coilovers. It's on CSL wheels. You know, it's had like short shifter in it and things like that. So it's actually a really, really good, fast, nice to drive road car. It's brilliant to drive, like really enjoyable car. And yeah, chuck the kids in the back as well. You can see the imprints from the car seats on the leather.
Yes, yeah. Someone said to me once that that's a good sign of a car. Like if you're buying a car that's got imprints of child seats in the back, it means it's been used with children. Therefore, it might not have been driven so heavily. Yeah. But I'm not saying
either
that's
that or the vents are broken, one or the other.
Yeah. That's it.
Every kid's car's vents are always broken, I find.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
This one's all good.
Snapped, yeah. And then, brings us on to the E90.
Again, another rare four-door M3. This one is Melbourne red with ivory interior. It's quite another rare combination of colour, and again, four doors. This was actually when my eldest son was not quite born yet. This is the car that I actually bought for my wife just to say this could be a family car, and she hated it.
Oh, really?
Too loud for her or whatever, so it became a dad car instead.
Yeah, no, wicked way, like you say, because it's a four-door, and also this is, I believe, the first car that we've looked at which has also got Isofix in the back.
Yeah, it has.
Well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I bought it because it'd be a perfect car for, having a young kid, and I thought it'd be a nice, fun car to be a, first mum car or whatever. She drove it for a few months, but just hated everyone looking at it, the noise, it turns heads, and she just didn't enjoy that part of it. So, yeah, ended up getting that Cayenne instead.
Yeah, okay. What is it that your wife drives now?
X7 now.
X7. Yeah.
40i X7. Good car that is.
Yeah, no, nice. I feel bad, like I say, I want to spend more time looking at these cars, but we've got to keep plowing through, haven't we?
Yeah.
And in front of me, I can see an M car, which is the best BMW I've ever driven.
Yeah.
An E39 M5.
I'll give you that. It's up there. It's right up there. E39 M5 is one of the best driving BMW's M cars that there are. Yeah.
And again, this is a really rare spec. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in red.
Yeah, they don't come up too often. This is a Imola red, rare car in a facelift. On a rare colour on the facelift of these. I think there's only six or eight facelift in right-hand drive in the UK, so it's quite a rare car. I've never seen another one come up for sale, really. I know of another one, really low mileage car, really nice car actually, but this and that one, the only two that I actually know of.
Yeah.
But yeah, drives really well, 400 horsepower, and I don't know, does it have ISOFIX?
See,
I've got every different type of car.
I don't think it has, because these are sort of like from late 90s.
Yeah,
if it's a facelift, it might. It doesn't. The one I reviewed didn't have ISOFIX.
I don't know if you ever seen them, but E39s, I've had one in the past. They had a rear seat that the front bolster lifted up as a like a booster seat.
A little booster seat.
Yeah, that was built into the car. I've only ever seen it once, and I owned a car that had it. But it wasn't an M5, it was a 540. These were a family car back in the day. Before everyone had 4x4s, everyone had saloons, right?
Exactly. And that's the magic thing about the M cars, the M3s, the M5s, is that, it is a quintessential dad car.
Yeah.
If you had a 5 Series back in the day, that's mega.
That's amazing. That's what I grew up in the back of. So my dad, when I was a kid, had an E34, not M5, he had a 520i. But as a kid, that could have been an M5 to me. That was like probably the car that started me off on this whole BMW thing. It was a 520. It was in red, like this, brilliant red. It was in. I just remember that car as being my dad's car and like the cool car, a 6-cylinder sound, which was unusual back then. Most cars didn't have like that. BMW 6-cylinder noise was just different. Yeah, so I just remember that car always being the dad's car, you know, my dad's car, and that was the car I grew up in the back of or in the front of sometimes, you know, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah. And I hope that same thing happens to my children that, you know, get to go in the back of all these cars now. I hope they fall in love with them like I did 30 years ago.
Yes, honestly, this is what I always say on my channel, because I meet so many people who, you know, nowadays they're car enthusiasts, but then they have children come along and then they think, right, I need to put these cars behind me, and now I'm going to get something sensible, and they go and buy a crossover or something like that, thinking that they're doing, you know, the right thing. But the reality is that everyone remembers what car their dad drove, their parents drive, and if you are a car enthusiast, if you can get excited about driving cars with your kids, they're going to have those memories. And if it wasn't for your dad, you know, it wasn't the done thing really to have a 5 Series like back then, probably, was it? You know, these were like a cut above, right?
Yeah, it was like a kind of like a, I suppose, a good salesman's car, you know, like an executive's car was
like a top rep, like
a rep car. That's kind of what it was, and that's what my dad was back in the 90s. That's kind of what I suppose he had. And yeah, I just remember it for being like really nice, because before that he had a Cavalier, which I've got as well. He had a Cavalier SRI in it. I remember it being so fast. It's not fast, it's it's not, but back in them days it was the first car I went over 100 mile an hour in and whatever with my dad, you know, so it's kind of those memories that stick for me. I hope to pass on for my children, you know.
Oh, absolutely, honestly, that is completely what it's all about. Have you got a Cavalier?
I've got 2 of them.
Have you?
Yeah, Ollie can show you them. They're around the back. They're not in perfect condition, but I'm sure you get some B-roll of them.
But yeah, let's have a quick look as well at this. So again, lovely spec. You've definitely got an eye for. Is this what happens? Like you sort of wait, and then when the right car comes up,
this one is like probably one of the lowest mileage ones. One of the most expensive sold publicly. This sold in Silverstone's auction. I bought this out of probably 4 years ago, something like that. And at the time, it was one of the most expensive E34s sold. But I had to have it because it was just such low mileage, such perfect condition, and the spec is incredible. Especially like the red, the brilliant red with the champagne interior is so close in colour to like the poster car of the Ferrari behind you, like the Rosso Crema. It's got that same vibe, and it's like a dad car version of that, you know. So it's just and as a kid, I grew up in the back of a red E34, so I just had to have a red E34. And if you look at the plate, it's got my dad's name on it.
Oh, amazing.
Not that he's ever driven it, but yeah, you know, it gives me good memories of my childhood.
This is a 4-seater as well?
This one's a 4-seater,
yeah. So do you remember being in the back of these cars or in the front?
In the back and the front, to be fair. I remember being in back and front, I remember the electric seats, and because electric seats was a big deal then. And I remember having electric seats that used to recline all the way back, and I remember playing with them all the time when I was a kid. That one had a black interior. This one's obviously cream. I've got another red with black interior one inside, and it's got the plate that my dad's one had.
We'll have a look at that. We'll have a look inside as well. But the thing I love about cars like this is time machines exist, in my opinion. Because if you get into a car like this, you know, put a cassette tape on, which is like playing music of that era as well, it does really take you back, doesn't it?
Definitely. So I do like a cassette in an old car.
Look, we touched on it briefly. And although this is supposed to be dad cars and family cars, this was my poster car as a child, and that's why my first sports car was a Mark II MR2. Was for this reason, because in my head, driving around at 2021, I had a 355, but so stunning.
For me as well, it's like the Ferrari of my childhood, really. This was the big Ferrari back in the day when we were growing up, I suppose.
The sound of this, there's just nothing like it.
You've obviously been in and around this when it's driving and stuff, so you hear it. It's quite a nice noise, and it's iconic, isn't it?
Yes, Ash picked me up in your Aperta, and Kev was driving this when we went to Goodwood, and just being in convoy with these 2 cars, listening to this is just things that dreams are made of. And
that's it.
My wife and all my children came running out and watched us as we drove off down the road. I think like my neighbours were like, "What the F's going on here?" Like these 2 Ferraris come down the road. Amazing. Right, let's move on to, I think, look at some family cars. Shall we?
Why not?
Because you are also quite a big fan of Range Rovers, is it fair to say?
I love a Range Rover, from the classics. We've got CSK over there to P38s, which I'm a big fan of. Kind of for the same reasons, cars kind of around when I was growing up. These were the modern Range Rover back then.
Is it the P38 that was in the film Layer Cake?
It's the same as, but it's not the actual one.
Okay, but it was the P38.
It was
and it was in this colour.
and it was in yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I can remember these being cheap as anything.
Oh, they still are. You can still really pick up cheap ones, but like good ones are hard to find now.
Okay.
So like this one here behind us, the Vogue SE, last of the line. This is one of the last 70 P38s built. So, and it's really low mileage, it's really good condition. So it's hard to find stuff like that now. The prices of those have obviously gone a lot higher because it's just none of them around.
Yeah.
This is a Westminster, so again, it's quite a rare car. But because it's higher mileage, I've used this car. I used to daily this car all the time, so I don't use it so much now. But it's still the car that we use for, running around a lot. This is probably not worth as much now, but for me, I'd never sell it. There's no point to. And
just because you've got some nice memories.
Nice memories and a lot of years and a lot of miles that I've done in this car, so I just keep this one. The blue one is a nice low miler and a rare colour as well.
Okay, see, I wondered if the reason why you had so many of these was because what a lot of people do is they'll buy an older car like this, and then when things start going wrong, they buy loads of others and just take all the parts from. But that's not these cars are all
not these three, but I've had other ones. So I don't know if you've seen the desk yet inside.
No, no.
But I'm sure you'll get some footage of it. But there's a desk inside built of a P38 front end, which was a car that we bought exactly for that reason, to nick parts off of it. It was, a cheap parts car. Used loads of bits off it, and then it ended up just sat on the driveway looking sorry for itself. So myself and Ollie decided, let's cut the front end off it and use it as a desk, and we built it into a desk, and
nice.
It's now Ollie's desk that he uses here.
And then you've got, where I can see your boys are just
it's a climbing frame
at the moment.
Yeah,
but you've got a rather special Land Rover there as well.
Yeah, that's a 110 pre-Defender, originally a different colour and what have you. We've painted it blue. We've done the interior in white, put some teak decking in it. I'm sure you get some feedback of that.
Yeah, nice.
The kids love it. They're like,
do you like it in here? Is it good?
They love climbing around in it. They're just like, because it's like a big playground for them, like a climbing frame. Daddy. Yes, boy.
And you started getting some.
Yeah, so that's what we call a Toylander. They're like made of wood. I think they were like a kit that you could get to build in the like 80s or something. But yeah, this was already assembled, already built, and then we've put the plate on it and changed the wheels to match and things like that. So so it's a cool car.
Is it actually powered or?
Yeah, this is powered actually by a mobility scooter underneath. So
wow.
It actually can take an adult in it. You can drive around in it easily. I can ride around in it easily because its underpinnings is a mobility scooter, and mobility scooters obviously are for adults.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice and powerful for the kids. It's not fast, but it's got loads of torque, so they can get up hills and play around in the land here.
Yeah. No, awesome. Since actually buying our L405 Range Rover that my wife uses as her daily now, I was never really into SUVs or Land Rovers, Range Rovers, anything like that. But after a year of owning it, I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it. There is something about a Range Rover, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly, because they always break and there's always something wrong with them, Land Rovers and Range Rovers included, but just for some reason, you have this, love of them.
I think that's the sign, though, a sign of a car that you really do truly love.
Yeah.
And it's much the same as I imagine like with some Italian stuff as well.
Yeah.
Is when they do go wrong, when they do cost you money and all that, but you still love them afterwards. Like that's when you know you really love a car. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I understand, I get the Range Rover thing.
Yeah.
Explain to me the logic behind a Hummer.
I don't know. I don't think you can ever be logical about owning a Hummer. It's not a logical purchase, is it? It's just one of those things that in childhood, I always loved them in like American movies, that kind of stuff. And I'd never seen one in person until I bought one. It was like one of those things you'd only see in films or on the internet. And then eventually, like when I bought one, I wanted a black pickup. This wasn't the first one, the convertible one was the first one I bought. Yeah, I loved it. And then bought another one. So I've got two of them here.
I think that it is as wide as some cars are long.
Yeah, it is built so it follows tanks in tank tracks. So if tank runs in through soft ground and it creates tracks, this fits in the tank tracks.
Okay.
So that's what it was designed to be so wide as.
That's right, because years ago in my 20s, one of the best books I've ever read was Arnold Schwarzenegger's autobiography.
Okay.
And it says in there about how, like, I think he went and saw these being used in the military.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I want to use one of these as a passenger vehicle.
Yeah.
So then he was the guy that actually did
That's
the
what
first one. And
that's why they started making them. Yeah. So this is a civilian car. So they had military versions called Humvees. They were all 6.5 GMs, and then in the early 90s they built a civilian version, and this is one of the civilian versions. I think they made like 6,000 or 7,000 of them, civilian cars, which were mostly 6.5s as well, but then the later cars come with a 6.6. This is a 6.6 Duramax in this, so that makes it much easier to use on road, a bit more power, because the original Humvees are just so underpowered. But just a cool car. Also, again, like, you know, kids love climbing around in this, the same, because inside of it is just an empty space.
It's ridiculous. Let's have a look inside this, because I looked in it earlier on for the first time ever, and I can't believe, right? So a vehicle this wide, I was thinking, oh, you know what? I could probably get, because I've got the 4-across multi-bag seat, you know, that sponsor my channel. I thought,
you probably get 6 across in it.
I can't believe that in a car that this is the widest car in the world, probably, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's only a 4-seater.
Yeah.
And look at,
there's so much space between the seats. You probably fit your 4-seater multi-max in between the 2 seats.
you sit it like across the top, right?
Yeah.
Like that is, I can't believe that. And the seats are actually like right over to the door as well.
Yeah, because the gearbox and everything's all in the middle. So the engine is actually in the front between the 2 front seats, and the gearbox is between the 2 rear seats, because everything had to be mounted high up in the car. So the bottom of the car, nothing hangs out and it's flush. So it could like go over like mines or something and doesn't destroy the mechanicals of the
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense.
And not at the front either.
I've never seen a transmission tunnel like it, like
Yeah.
a centre console that is so. I mean, if you've got 2 children and they argue a lot and they sort of like punch each other in the back of the cars and stuff, you'd have to get yourself one of these.
Yeah,
because
they
then
can't reach.
you physically couldn't reach over there. It's absolutely insane, isn't it? It's insane. I had someone actually offer to bring me one of these for a review, but it got postponed for some reason. But hopefully I'll be getting one of these on for a review at some point.
Feel free to use this one.
Oh no, thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, what a wild car. Let's actually go inside, because we haven't even gone into your garage yet.
Yep.
So when guys are looking to buy a house,
Yeah.
like first thing, like I'm looking to move at the moment.
Yeah.
Is you look for your garage.
Yeah.
And even if there was like a triple garage that compromised like your downstairs space, like we'd go for the garage, right?
Yeah.
Is it right that your house, like the entire ground floor of your house, is a garage?
Basically that, yeah. So my family home is this one, the main house, and then decided I was going to build a house on that plot there, where the garage is at the moment, and decided actually no, I want to put cars in it. So
Yeah.
the upstairs is still a big house, still a big 4-bedroom house upstairs, but below it is
the ground floor. The
whole
pretty
ground
much
floor,
the entire ground floor
is the garage. Yeah.
is a garage. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
I think
that's amazing. Like all car guys will think that that's the most awesome thing that they've ever heard. But I think that's really lovely as well, that you're like that you live
Yeah, we're all
close to your
together.
family. You're all
Yeah,
together.
my parents are here, my grandparents are here, my kids are here, so we're 4 generations in one house.
Yeah. Because I've got 4 daughters.
Yeah.
And I'd love it if I had a house big enough in 15 years time, where my 4 daughters, like they could sort of all just sort of stay close to me, and I think that would be lovely. And again, look, we're not going to get around to every single car in this video, but the GI Yaris was recently very kindly lent it to me as a courtesy car.
Yeah, you've actually used this quite a lot. You've done a review on this, I think, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yeah, absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Incredible little
It
hypersonic.
does a hell of a lot for what it is.
Yeah.
You don't expect from a Yaris ever, but
Yeah.
brilliant car. Did you have the kids in the back?
Yeah, I had the kids in the back. Yeah. They honestly, they loved it, and they really like the stickers as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a promotional vehicle for
for exotic
and supercar.
Yeah, which is my other business, which we service and maintain supercars. I'm sure you've had loads of videos there, because we look after your cars as well.
Yes.
Ashley, the main man there, is in charge of generally looking after your stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've become really good friends with Ash, lovely, and honestly, like the guys down at Exotic and Supercar. Look, if you're based in and around Hampshire,
Or even
I can't
further
recommend
afield.
you enough.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, like people get stuff sent down and things to you guys as well, don't you?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just wonderful, because obviously you've got so many years of experience with the techs down there.
Yeah.
And it's a common sense approach to things, isn't it?
Mm.
Which is what I appreciate as well.
Yeah. We're not just fitters, we've got actual techs that know how to fix things, not just replace everything that they think might be broken and then end up with a bill, this huge bill for stuff that's not necessarily required.
Oh, I think a recovery is required.
What's the matter? Need a diff. Go on, foot down now.
And of course, we cannot forget the Dawn.
Yep.
I mean, this actually, I think, am I right in saying, is an incredible dad car?
So probably one of my favourites of the dad cars, as you can use it for everything all the time. I use it loads, taking it down to Europe loads of times, south of France. It's taking the kids to Ibiza in this. Brilliant car.
Is it open? Can I open the door?
Yeah, it's open, yeah. I've actually got a Rolls Royce car seat for it. I think you've seen it before, but...
Yes, because we had it at one of the Petrol Hedonism Underground shows.
Yeah.
You very kindly
Yeah.
sent this up and exhibited it in the Dadcars section, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it had the Rolls Royce matching child seat in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah, had that made, yeah, by D-Class Automotive made that, yeah.
Which is just, the interior is just exquisite, isn't it? You were saying you've used this on like some family road trips and stuff,
road
right?
trips and stuff, yeah. Use it quite often, use it quite a lot for the kids. Yeah, brilliant car for the family.
Just going to take this opportunity to sit in here. Oh my goodness, it's a vessel, isn't it?
Yeah, if it gets smaller the more you drive it, I feel like it feels massive first time you get in it. When you drive it, it just shrinks down and it drives so much more.
Yeah.
It's a much smaller car.
Wow. Are you stopping at 2 children or open to maybe?
I'm open to as many as come. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about that really.
I can highly recommend to you. I think you should have 4 like me.
Yeah,
I reckon. You never know, you might end up having 4 boys.
Yeah,
to
hopefully. That'd be nice, yeah.
offset things.
Yeah.
But then you'll then experience the issue that I've got where certain cars no longer become an option, you know, things that have got transmission tunnels and stuff like that.
So a Multimax wouldn't fit in this because of...
No, a Multimax wouldn't fit in this, no. Yeah. Because of that transmission tunnel.
Yeah.
Although funnily enough in the Hummer, even though it's got the biggest transmission tunnel ever, I actually think you could fit one like on top of that. But, and also when you do have a litter of children like me, there's lots of logistics where you're just picking them up and drop like individuals off somewhere as well. So actually then you get the opportunity to take other stuff anyway, like 2-seaters and things like that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So this has got a twin turbocharged V12, is it a 6.6? 6.6.
BMW engine. It's the 760 BMW engine.
It's a majestic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it really is. And you've got a family car version of this as well.
Yeah, I've got the Cullinan, so it matches this. It's exactly the same. So you've got the dad version and the family version of the same car and in the same spec.
Let's go into the garage then.
Yep.
And just take a quick peek in there as well. I mean, these are absolutely insane, aren't they? The Aperta,
speciale Aperta. Yeah, this is it's a brilliant car. I've used this quite a bit, taking this everywhere. Kids like going in it, but obviously one at a time. Can't take them all. But yeah, brilliant car. Use it quite a lot.
And I know
you've been out in this.
Well, I know I have. Yeah. These are cars though that are at that sort of level where people don't drive them now.
No, people are worried about driving them.
But I've seen you use this all the time. You take it to events and you use it here and there, and you let people see it. And
it's what it's for, right? It's a car to be used, and that's what I try to use it. And it is brilliant. It'd be wasted if it wasn't driven because it is such a good car. Better than most cars for me to drive.
Yeah. See, so for me, right, Nick, I dream of in my head when I dream big and I think about like my dream garage, my dream fleet. I think of having like a double or a triple garage and having like 4 different dad cars, you know, like E39, maybe a V10 C6 RS6 and my Daddarati and a Ferrari FF, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
But and sometimes when I sort of think about that, it kind of feels like, oh God, that dream is too big, you know, like I can't accomplish that. But that's why I love coming and spending time with someone like yourself here, because this is so beyond what I could even comprehend.
Yeah.
That it kind of makes, you know,
and it still kind of is to me that, because you know, what I would have imagined was possible and what has been possible is, you know, this is way exceeded my dreams, I suppose, in terms of what I thought was possible, my expectations of what I thought was possible. And now having all this space and still not having enough space is wild to me. But sometimes you have to pitch yourself and remember, you know, actually this is crazy. Yeah. No, so you do still feel like that, right? Yeah, no, I still feel like that. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, come downstairs or driving the gates and Ollie's positioned all the cars out, because Ollie works here full time looking after all the cars, and he's positioned all the cars out, and it's like, wow, like you forget, because most of the stuff's tucked away most of the time, or not really out. And like when you see them all out like this, it's quite a moment. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh no, that's I've been here twice now.
Yeah.
And yeah, just seeing them sort of spread out a bit more, like kind of it hits different, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for me it does.
Incredible. Wow, that was something else I was going to ask you actually, because you've got over 50 cars, right?
Yeah.
How many did you get to where you sort of realised that logistically you just can't? Because I've got 4 vehicles at the moment.
Yeah.
MOT, servicing, something breaks, got to get it here, got to get it there.
Yeah.
Like, how many cars do you think you got to where you realised that you actually needed?
I think Ollie's been with me about 4 years, and I think we're probably about 50 cars then when Ollie started. But to be fair, probably for about that 4 years before that, I needed somebody, but I just never thought about it. Like, I just put up with having to, every time I wanted to use something, the tyres were flat. Every time I wanted to use something, the battery was flat. Every time I wanted to use something, like just something was wrong with it. Or even that car was fine, but then there was 3 cars in front of it that I needed to move and they had a flat battery and flat tyre, and just couldn't ever use the cars that you wanted to use. And it ended up that just everything started to deteriorate because nothing was getting used. I didn't have the time to do it because obviously I have a day job that I have to go to fund this. So I couldn't do it all myself. I didn't have the time to do it, and just it was hard to keep on top of. So now having somebody that keeps on top of everything, it makes life enjoyable.
Yeah,
It makes the cars enjoyable, whereas before they became a nuisance and an aggravation. Whereas now they're enjoyable.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because, and I think that's something else as well that probably a lot of people that are watching this right now will probably be thinking, what do you do for a living in order for this to be possible?
Yeah, so I'm a property developer, so I build to rent blocks of flats mainly. So sizable size buildings that I buy land and redevelop into mostly blocks of residential apartments.
Yeah.
Sometimes a bit of commercial stuff, but mostly residential. Build to rent is which is what I do day to day.
Okay, cool. And then you retain those in like your portfolio, and then like, you rent them out, and then
retain those and keep a portfolio through agents, and then go on to the next one, refinance, and go on to the next one, and just keep borrowing and building. Basically, is the current model. And I think that will continue.
And obviously that takes up a lot of your time.
Yeah.
Which is why you need Ollie here.
That's it, exactly, yeah.
Working full time, actually just logistically looking after all of these cars. I don't think I've ever actually mentioned this in any of my videos because it's never really been relevant. But prior to starting YouTube, obviously I've been doing this for nearly 3 years now, full time. But I did basically renovations of residential properties, and then I sort of refinanced and kept them and rent them out now. Yeah. So I've got a tiny little portfolio, but it's just enough that managing that is something that my wife can do in and around looking after 4 children. Yeah. So that's basically how we've been able to do it with having 4 children and stuff like that. But that's what I did as well. Obviously just on a tiny scale compared to building huge flats.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. We've spoken about this before. It's the exact same thing, just a bigger scale and more debt, more borrowing, more risk, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's paid off for me numerous times. It can only take one bad one to mess things up. But ideally, that doesn't happen, and we just keep pushing forwards and keep growing it. At the moment, I'm pretty confident in what we do, and I'm pretty good at what we do. So we just continue to do the same thing over and over again. Yeah. That's the plan, and that's the model, and hopefully it works forever.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
At the moment, it's worked well so far.
Yeah, no, fantastic. And I mean, even though that's what I sort of did like previously, one of the reasons I went into doing YouTube was because I've got an obsession with cars. That's the only way to describe it. It's an obsession.
Yeah, that's it.
If you're a businessman, like you need to be sensible with money and stuff, don't you? Yeah. And that's the thing with me. Like I've always had to be sensible with money because everything's been like self-funded myself and all the rest of it. But I just cannot get out of my head that I want to own experience, make memories driving certain cars, with my family and things like that. So I started YouTube as like sort of like a way to justify as well. potentially been able to own these cars that I sort of dream of owning.
Yeah.
And I guess like with yourself doing exotic and supercar, was that kind of like a thing as well?
Yeah,
because you're interested in cars.
Because I'm interested in cars, and because my own cars need a lot of maintenance. I've found it difficult to find the right people to look after my own cars. So when we've got a good team of people that look after my own cars, I thought let's open that up and just push us forward and grow this into something that's we can look after other people's cars in the same way that we look after my own or our own cars. Just so you get the same level of care that people would want their own cars looked after. Because going to some of these places, it's not that.
Oh, no. I've been to various places over the years. Some of them are very good. There's multiple places that are really good. But for me, exotic and supercar, the guys down there, Ash, Kev, and the rest of them, I don't know. It's tough to put into words, but just having the people who've got their level of technical knowledge, and then, like I think you alluded to earlier on as well, it's not just, there's a problem here. You need to replace this whole thing. If there is a more common sense approach to, no, look, we can do this, is another option if you want to do that. That's the great thing. You've got some of the most incredible stuff always coming through the doors there. All your customers with just insane cars as well.
Exactly, yeah.
I can't recommend exotic and supercar enough. Oh, is this the desk that you were talking about earlier on?
We built out of a parts car, P38. Yeah. And painted it, and it opens up and everything.
Who made this then?
Oliver.
Ollie made it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. When I eventually move and I build a Dadcars HQ, I'd love to get some little bits and pieces in it as well to sort of build like a little film studio when I make my videos and things.
Go to the rest of the garage, we'll go around the other
side. Yeah.
This is an Alpina, but it's a red E34 with black interior, and it's got the registration that my dad's car had on when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
So this is that's the reason behind I bought this car, like 12 years ago or something now, but it was because I managed to get the plate back off a car that he'd written off years before.
Oh, okay.
So because I got the plate back, I wanted to buy a red E34 because that was the car I grew up in. And so I found the best E34 at the time that I could find, which was an Alpina B10 3.5, which my dad's was a 520, so this is a lot better. But same vibe, and it gives me the same feeling when you drive. Similar, 6-cylinder sound when you start the engine. It takes me back. Jump into this car, drive this car, it just literally takes me straight back. Yeah, it's a little time warp for me.
Oh no, that's mega. What did your dad say when he saw that you?
My dad's not really into cars like that, so he's like he'd liked having the odd nice car, but other than that, he's not really like that into cars. But yeah, he appreciates it. He's not fussed about like driving it or anything like that.
Okay, it's not quite got the obsession that you and I have got.
We have a different thing.
Yeah.
We're a real extreme obsessive people about this weird thing that not everyone understands.
No, they don't, and it's not ideal, is it?
No.
Like if you put your common sense head on, it's not ideal at all.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't. No, yeah. Oh wow, what's this you got tucked behind here?
So that's a 964 C2. It hasn't moved for years. It needs a major work, really. Just haven't got around to it. We'll get to it at some point. Yeah, so that's an RS Turbo, Series 2, 18,000 mile car, really original, perfect condition car.
Because the value of fast forwards has gone mad as in sort of like the last 5
Yeah, crazy. Because this car I bought in 2012, 13, something around that, for like £2,500. Now it's probably worth close to 50. So it's gone crazy, some of these things. Like even this old Alpina, this was £3,000 when I bought it, but back then that's what they were worth. Nobody, like, maybe it was worth a little bit more than that then. You buy it well at the time, but over time it becomes like crazy. Like this is worth 5, 6, 7 times more than what it was then. It costs you to maintain them or whatever, but am
I right in saying as well though that like a lot of these cars, like you didn't buy them because you were thinking just purely about their potential?
No. You
bought them because these are the cars that you thought were awesome. And
and I love them. Yeah, so these are the cars that I love. If I bought them for purely financial gain, I would have sold them probably when they doubled in value. Rather than keep them this long. I'll buy them because I like them, and I keep them because I love them. So around here we've got a 750 IL, which I suppose is a family car. It would have been a luxury family car back in the 90s. Yeah, really nice car. This car for me, I love an E30. I think they just look beautiful. But
they are stunning.
Tomorrow Never Dies was the silver,
Yeah,
750 IL.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Bond car.
that's why
They've got the rear blinds as well.
yeah, it's a full spec car. It's a huge spec car actually.
Wow.
This one's, and it's silly low mileage. I think it's 17,000 miles or something on this car. It's like it's never really been used much prior to my ownership. I've probably only done a couple of thousand miles in it myself, to be fair. But with this many cars, you never really get around to driving them all.
Yeah, yeah, no, I can imagine.
And then this is a 1963 Impala, hydraulics. Obviously, it's a 6-seater car actually. You can fit 2 bench, so it's like 3 and 3. Kids love it. There's no seat belts or anything like that in it, so it's never had them, so it doesn't
mad thing
need
is that legally you could put your children in this without even
without anything. Yeah,
yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
And they love it. And it's not a very fast car or anything, but it bounces up and down. They call it the bouncy car, and they just love going out in it. And even I let them hit the switches sometimes, and they enjoy it. Yeah.
We didn't even talk about your Mercedes because you love your Mercs as well, don't you?
Yeah, I do like the odd Mercs, not all of them. You know, generally the 90s stuff. That's a W124 coupe, cabriolet. Sorry, that's a pre-AMG merger car. So it's an AMG pre-Mercedes ownership of AMG, because during the production of that car, Mercedes bought AMG out, and then they softened the kit, and the kit wasn't as aggressive as that. It was AMG was like a external tuning company at that time, so it's quite a rare car. Not many of them about. It's quite a geeky thing. I'm into like geeky details and stuff. And again, that's a 4-seater. The kids go in that all the time. So if I'm going out and I want to take like a classic car out, convertible in the summer or what have you, that and the E30 are both 4-seaters. Kids can all jump in there. Similar sort of vibe to the Dawn, but in an older car.
Yeah.
And I just enjoy different things.
Yeah. Guy, you think of the memories that your boys are going to have, like
yeah, I hope
their
so.
dad in cars.
It's either that or they just don't care because it's just so normal to them.
Wow,
that's the other worry.
I think because I've got 4 daughters,
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that at least 1 or 2 of them become sort of like car enthusiasts when they're older,
Yeah.
and they want to
Yeah.
come to like car events with me and stuff when
Yeah.
they're like older. But you just don't know, do you?
Yeah,
Like,
you
it's
don't
not
know.
in everybody. Like
No.
you hear that quite a lot from people that are complete car nuts, but then like one of their children just not interested at all.
Yeah, my older son's not too interested. My younger son loves cars. He just sit behind the steering wheel all day. He just loves it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping at least 1 or 2 of mine.
Yeah, that's my dream as well, I suppose. This is a Chevrolet Monte Carlo, same car as, I don't know if you ever watched Training Day.
Yes.
It's the Training Day car.
Oh wow.
Same year and what have you, and it's got the same plate as Alonso had in Training Day as a British plate.
Oh, wicked.
It's quite a cool car. Kids haven't actually been out in this. To be fair, I've only driven it once myself. I haven't had it long, and I haven't used it as much as I'd like to. And then next to that, behind you, not a dad car, but you take one of the kids out.
Yeah, it's got the roll cage in the back.
Yeah, it's got a roll cage in the back. It's not got the back seats, but yeah, cool car. I enjoy driving it, and I've got the matching colours BMW bike, the S1000R, and then I've got a little mini one for the kids.
I see you got some.
Yeah, loads of model cars. That's kind of my obsession before. The real cars, collecting these things.
Yeah, yeah. So Aston Martin's here as well.
Yeah.
Did you used to have a?
I used to have a V8 Vantage, yeah,
Yeah.
10 years ago or something now.
Well, you got a Rapide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool cars, Rapides.
I love a Rapide. A 8-speed Rapide S is on my bucket list.
Yeah. I do like a Rapide. They're cool cars. Just one of those things that probably will never happen again.
No, that was their dad car, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like
they've obviously got DBX now, haven't they? So they're never going to try and do that again because it didn't really work financially for them. I don't think as a business move, I don't think it worked. But as a cool thing for us now, it is cool
because the rear seats are actually quite tight. They're quite small. Like for adults, they're not that great. So they literally was made, I think, for people who wanted an Aston, but they've got children and they needed to use it. It was a dad car.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
But no Aston Martin plans in your future.
I'd like a DBX. I do like them, and I love the new Vanquish. Have you seen the new Vanquish?
Yes.
The new Vanquish is beautiful.
Yes. Only a 2-seater though.
Is it only a 2-seater? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's a bit annoying. I think the old ones were, they were.
Yeah,
2+2s.
the first and second generation were 2+2s.
Yeah. So I didn't realise that they didn't make that rear seats.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty certain because I remember being quite annoyed about that because we all know, right, that the perfect amount of cars to have is one more than you've got now.
Yeah.
And then when you've got that, it's one more than that.
Yeah.
So have you got your eyes on anything at the moment?
Not actually at the moment. No, trying not to buy anything. Probably I'd say the perfect amount of cars is probably a lot less than I've got. But,
Okay.
because they're actually more of a nuisance. It's hard work to actually keep them on top of everything. But it's an addiction and obsession that we have that we can't shake. So it's never going to happen. Just it'd probably be nice to.
Yeah. Have you ever sort of guesstimated what you think it potentially costs you on average a year to like look after a fleet that's over 50 cars, or have you never done that to yourself? Because
yeah, you can kind of tick up a few bits in your head, and then you think, no, I don't want to know any further, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like that. Yeah,
yeah,
obviously got staffing costs on top of storage costs, and then on top of that is the actual maintaining them. Yeah, you don't want to add it up.
no, you don't want to add it up.
But overall, I don't think the car's really, because of the, if I sold everything today, I think I'd get all the money back I've ever spent on cars, plus more. So it's not really cost me anything in the, if I did sell everything, but it's not why I do it. I hate losing money, so I don't tend not to buy cars that depreciate.
So you don't just go out and buy like a brand new car, like a £200,000 Aston Martin, and knowing that you're going to lose 60 grand in the first year.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't stomach the depreciation, not because of not being able to do it, just because of not wanting to do it. I can't enjoy something that loses money. It just doesn't make me smile in the same ways. You know, I love a car that doesn't lose money.
Yeah.
And not that I'm going to sell it, so it doesn't really matter, but in the fact that I can enjoy it a little bit more, knowing that, you know, it's either worth the same as what I paid for it, or worth a little bit more. And some cars that do depreciate do kind of annoy me a little bit.
Yeah, no, look, I'm completely with you. I'm always talking about pound for pound, the greatest this, pound for pound, the greatest that. You know, that's why I love the Gran Turismo so much.
Yeah.
You know, for like sub
money,
20 grand, like a four-seater with a special V8 like that, like it's, do you know what I mean? That's like
amazing.
It's a good value purchase, isn't it?
Yeah.
But have you got like any like halo cars, like any other supercars, or any like big cars that you would like to get and you're sort of like waiting for? Or
yeah, but I suppose not a dad car really. I'd like a 918.
Yeah,
I think they're cool.
we talked about this before.
Yeah, I think they're only going to go one way. And they just, that's like you say, the halo car. That's the grail car for me.
Yeah. Nick, thank you so much for today.
No worries. Thank you.
Honestly, I really appreciate it.
Enjoyed it.
It's inspirational for me coming and seeing this collection. So thank you for giving us the time.
I hope to inspire. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. And you yourself, Nick Sahota, you're on Instagram. I'll flash that up on screen now. And also, guys, please go and follow Exotic and Supercar, because you guys are doing lots of cool stuff on the Exotic and Supercar socials as well, aren't you?
Yeah, that's probably where there's more enjoyable stuff to see, even more so than my own profile, I suppose. It's like Supercar stuff, and come visit us.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, as I say, I love it down there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching as well. I have got some more of these in the pipeline, some more Dream Dad Car collection videos. So if you'd like to see those, make sure you subscribe to this channel as well. And in the meantime, why don't you check out one of these other videos?